As the nation continues to grapple with the economic fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic, there are growing concerns about the impact the health crisis could have on housing and homelessness across the country. According to data released earlier this week by the Mortgage Bankers Association, more than 4 million Americans have sought forbearance on their mortgages. Joining me now on Skype to talk about what one Catholic organization is doing to try and help is Art Bennett, President and CEO of Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Arlington. Art, welcome to the show. Thanks for being on.
Thank you very much, Tracy.
Art, I know that you operate two housing programs, one for single men and another one for families. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Yeah, we have it's called Christ House, helps single men that are homeless, and another program called St. Margaret of Cortona, which helps homeless families. So even here in Northern Virginia, we do have some families that are homeless. So we've been running Christ House for several decades and St. Margaret's for like 15 years or so. So we know enough to know that we should do everything in our power to keep people from being homeless.
Well, I know the cost of housing and the availability of housing have been, both areas of concern for some time now. How has the pandemic added to that problem?
Well, the pandemic has cost several people their jobs, or has cost them to not have consistent work. So when people don't have work, they don't have income. They don't have income. It's just a matter of time that they can't pay the rent. So we used to get maybe 30 a week, people asking for help with rent or utilities. Now we get about 100 a week. So the pandemic has cost people their jobs, which can cost them their home. So a big part of Catholic Charities is to try to prevent that from happening.
Can you talk a little bit more about that? People coming to you for help with assistance with rent or maybe mortgage payments. How exactly does that work, and how could people get help if they need it?
Yeah, they can call us at Catholic Charities or go ccda.net. ccda.net is our website. And they'll see right there on the front page if they need help with their mortgage or help with their rent or help with utilities. We can help at either one. And then they call us, we set up an appointment, and we do our best to be able to give them the resources and funds they need to keep from being homeless. Being homeless is a horrible thing to happen to a person or a family. We know that from our years of experience. So we do everything in our power to try to help them meet that rent or buy some time so that they're not homeless. Because once homeless, things really fall apart. The family falls apart. The individual is really in a desperate situation. So our role really is to try to keep them from falling, is to kind of help them stay where they're at. And then once we can do that, then the next step is to try to prevent it from happening. Do you need help with a job? Do you need help with your education? Do you need some food? Do you need other resources? So we're trying to keep people from falling and then trying to rise them up again.
Art, before I let you go, one last quick question.
Sure.
For those of us that would like to help, how can we do that?
There's nothing like prayer. We're all part of the body of Christ. So praying for these people that are in this situation is one thing. The second, go on our website, ccda.net. There's plenty of opportunity there to either volunteer if you have that gift or to give us fund and resources. The big gap right now is to have enough resources to keep up with the people that are free falling. With those resources, we can help them and also get them in a situation where they're not so desperate and they get another job or get a way to pay their rent and stay on top of things. That's our job at Catholic Charities.
Well, Art, thanks so much for coming on, and thanks for what you're doing. Really appreciate it. Art Bennett, President and CEO of Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Arlington. Thank you again.
Thanks for getting the word out, Tracy. God bless you. Thank you.